Hey YouTube, this is a GE washer GFW650 and it is pretty much similar to 850 and the 550 models as well. And today I am here to show you how it works and what my thoughts on this washer. I got this washer about 2 weeks ago, purchased from the Costco with the extended warranty. Costco was not cheaper anyway. I paid more money on the Costco because of the reputation on the customer service. So this is all connected, and before I start, I'm making sure that I have all the liquids is filled in. So this is the automatic thing. This is the auto dispense, is also called the smart dispense, and all you have to do is throw in the liquid, fill it up, and it says here it fills up to 50 ounces of the liquid. Making sure that when you use the liquid, it is tied, because if it is not tied, then you have to go into the settings in your phone and you have to change what kind of liquid you are using it, because by default it is tied. And since it is automatic, that's why it is important. It takes automatically depend upon the what load it is inside the washer. So if you are using something else, make sure you change in the app, so it will take the it is a different amount maybe. So here is a bleach section, and this one I always filled up as soon as the first load goes on, because I don't want to forget that. So this is fabric softener. If you don't want to use some reason smart dispenser and you want to use a single load, so you can fill it up here, but just keep it in mind that it's not gonna stay here for longer, maybe a couple minutes, because it's gonna leak out from here and it goes into the machine right away in couple minutes. So make sure if you are using this one like every time manually, then use it right before you start the machine. And the reason the GE give this is very smart. The GE give this because if you are using the draft, in my case I'm using the draft for the kids, so you can do so at the same time not using this smart system, and you're using this manual. So since we're talking about the smart dispense, this is a smart dispense. So this is a good thing I like about the GE, that you don't have to turn on from here. You can just wake up your machine by just rotating this dial. I want to go normal load, and this is a smart dispense. You can choose off. So the only way, if you choose this off, the light is gone, so it means that the liquid goes from here, then you have to put the liquid in. One more press, it is a less. So if you want to use the less liquid detergent, this is a more, and this is auto. I keep it on auto. So right now I filled in with I think the half of the level, maybe a little bit less. Also, before I put it in the clothes, I put throwing in some Downy for the smell. And this is a normal. So when it is a normal, this is automatically comes here: soil, temperature, spin. I used to have the old style Maytag, which it was a great machine. You can select the water level yourself. Nowadays you can't. Very sad. So what I do all the time is I use the extra rinse, because I want more water to go in. Second, I use a more spin, so it is comes out more drier. I go high, and salt level I always use a little bit heavier. So I think this is it, and I'm going to turn on the light. There is a light button which is very cool, so you can see through it. And since all set, I'm going to press one time. So this noise that coming out is from the pump that taking out all excess water. Usually what I do is I throw in the 1 or 2 gallon of the water before I start this, because I really like more water into the drum, but GE doesn't take more water. The water coming from here, same time the liquid detergent also mixing it with the water and coming to the drum. This cycle we have selected is going to go with a 1 hour and 22 minutes total. So it's been 5 minutes now, and all the water that need to be taken is already taken, and visibly I cannot see any single drop that is moving around. All the water is already absorbed by the clothes. Let me pause this for a moment. So I just paused that by clicking that switch, and now the door is unlocked. You can hear that sound opening this, and it's really hot inside. So if you can see here, no water at all. The clothes are wet, however, but no water. So I actually coming from the top load washer, and I used to see the lots of water. So I've restarted. Whenever I do that, all the time the little bit of water coming out from the hose. So this is going to happen for it's keep rotating one side another side for around 35 minutes or something, and then it's going to be rinse. So all the dirty water will be out, and then the rinse cycle will be start. One thing I don't like is does not take enough water. Well, now even I look at the manual, and it says if the water is not there, if that's a problem, that is not a problem, because all the front load washer designed to take the less water. I do not believe that it's gonna do a better washing, because once the load comes up, once the cycle is finished, that means all the clothes is washed. And if I smell those, it actually is more smellier than before I throw it in. So I really don't like this machine because it does not take enough water. Even I used the softener Ultra Downing. I used the Tide, and I use even for this for the scent booster, it's called Downy Unstoppables. So when the load comes out, you don't smell anything from these scents. Build quality is very nice, I can say that. It has a Ultrafresh vent, which you need to turn it on as soon as the cycle is end, if you wanted to, or you can simply keep the door open. If you keep it door open, all the moisture will get out and there will be no mold will be built in. Also they're using this rubber here is mold resistant rubber, and the mold resistant rubber they also used in this compartment as well. However, I heard the stories that if you don't leave it door open, it's gonna smells very bad and the mold will build up. So G recommend to either you keep the door open like 6 inches away from the lock, or you're gonna turn on the Ultrafresh vent as soon as you finish the load. Ultrafresh vent is gonna run periodically itself if you turn it on. So all you have to do is click once and then press start button. After the load is completed and all the cloth is out from the drum when drum is empty, and it will run 8 hours periodically. It's not keep going. So drum will rotate and the airflow coming in, the air come from here and get out from somewhere else, and that way it making it a mold free. So right now the timer remaining 50 minutes and we start giving some water. So the washer after the first water intake, which is happen in the first couple minutes, 3 minutes maybe, it runs for around 35 minutes, and right now 49 minutes left and it start feeding some more water. I think because this is the last washing cycle. After that the rinsing will be start. One thing I would like to discuss about that top loader washer. When my Maytag gave up, which was like 10-year-old, I purchased the Samsung washer, which was a top loader 5 cubic foot. This one is a 4.8 cubic foot, that one was a 5 cubic foot. So I really impressed with the Samsung washer because it can handle double the load than this. That's true, it can handle double the load than this washer. Even its capacity is almost same, maybe 5% is little bit bigger, but it takes 100% more load than this washer does. The only reason I sold it on the Facebook marketplace before I purchased this washer is not taking enough water. So in order me to wash it with enough water, I have to use the deep fill option, and in deep fill option it's gonna fill up to the top. Another reason I sold that Samsung washer is it left behind a lot of residue, lot of lint, and this washer is excellent about that. You don't see any lint on the fabric once it's washed. So just giving you an idea, even it's a 4.8 cubic feet, it won't take that much water. I mean that much clothes, that much load. Usually what I do is I try to fill in my the drum until it fills 80% without pressing it, just throwing in. And once 80% is done, I close it, and this is how much it comes out. Once its weight is going to be less than half amount of, the area is taking. I think it's almost time to throw out all the dirty water. So yes, it started. Look at that. This is unbelievable. I don't believe this is all dirt. but I also believe there is some lint portion that come out from the fabric that every wash is also coming out here. And since it is using very little water, you can see that is only almost less than 1 gallon is throwing out until now, and that's why we see the dents in the color, the dirt. The one cool feature I would like to discuss is this light. So once you hit the light will be, the light is here. Light will be stay on for about 5 minutes to 7 minutes, and it will automatically turn off. Just now you can see that. You can also adjust the sound of this notification. As soon as you touch something, what level sound you want to get a feedback from. So there is 3 settings. Maybe one you can mute as well. Make sure you use the HE detergent only. Due to taking a very less water, we can't afford a lot of salts because it's not gonna go away. Since it's a washing, I would like to discuss about what it does. So this is a shirt. This is a positive. I'm talking about something positive about this machine. So this is a shirt. I remember when I threw into this washer yesterday. I washed this yesterday. This is the back of neck at the collar, right? It was so dirty here. It was so dirty, and I remember with my other washer, I had the top loader washer Matic, then I had the Samsung washer top loader as well. But my sister told me that if you have a front loader washer, it will wash out this collar very, very nicely, and I must agree on that one. It is a good one. I like this. And when this fabric came out from the machine yesterday, it was so warm, and I think that there might be internal heater to make it warmer, but same time when it came out from the drum, it was much smellier. It smells horrible, but then after it dried out and I tried to smell it, it does smell a little bit, not much like my previous washers, but it does smell a little bit, but there is no bad smell at all. It does smell good, in a good way. There is some perfume left over from the Downy, Unstoppable, and the fabric softener. Overall, the washing quality is a good. You don't see the lint on the fabric after it washed, and which is a very positive, because the Samsung washer that I had, 5.0 cubic foot top loader, is leave behind so much lint on the fabric, and it is sometime I had to wash it again, and this one turns out so good. So this is the first time rinsing, and this rotates very fast, very, very fast. So the extra rinse feature that I had enabled, that actually gives me another 10-12 minutes of rinsing, and that's what I really like about it, because I don't want my cloth to be washed with less water. I know the water costs a lot nowadays, but since it is washing, I really wish that I can select the water level in this machine. Nowadays we cannot find it, there is no way you can control the water, how much water you want into this machine. The best idea I found that when I start this machine, I throw in couple gallons of water and then I start this machine, and that's the only way I found to have more water into the machine. So now it taking the water to rinse it. This is the first time after the first wash. So water comes from over here at the top where you see the blue pump out, and also comes out from here to clean the door right before is a final cycle. So they wanted to completely clean this door as well at the same time. So since this is washing, we still have 41 minutes left. Let's discuss this cycle here. So normally we have a normal cycle, which is the most of the time I'm using it. There is a white cycle I haven't used yet. Towel, bulky and bedding, this is a useful one. I use when I'm throwing in some bedding item. You can throw in the king size comforter set, but it's depend how big it is. We have couple of them which cannot be fit into it. Then sanitize and allergen. If you use this option, is going to use the hottest water it is comes to from the supply. So I don't think I'm going to use this feature unless I really have to, or someone in your household work in the laboratory or hospital or something, then it is a good option. Then the power clean, I use the power clean with the power steam as well, and I think I don't see any improvement over the normal cycle. Quick wash is around 30 minutes and I don't like it at all. I tried that and it really doesn't wash that much. I think normal cycle is the best here. Then there is a delicate fabrics, cold wash I haven't tried yet. Active wear, rinse and spin. So if you just want to rinse and spin, you can do so. Let's see if you have a clothes that is not yet that's really wet and you wanted to take it out before you throwing into the dryer, then you can use the rinse and spin. Then it is a self clean. So I have uploaded the video how to do the self clean. Since I thought I need to do a self clean, maybe I received someone's used washer, because all the loads comes out smelly. So I try using the self clean, but it doesn't help though. But this is a self clean and it takes around 40-50 minutes to do it. You need a bleach for that. The only one option here is I really like to have is adjust the water level, and which really is missing here. The lights off itself. In the timer it's 29 minutes left and it's still rinsing. Remember, I have used the extra rinse. One more minutes to go, and now it is entered into the spin mode. Actually it does enter in the speed mode, then go back to the rinse mode, and then go back to the spin mode. One thing I would like to say is, while touching this water, I can say this is not warm water at all. Even I use the warm water here. That is a hot water. When I touch it, it really feels me hot. It's not like I cannot stand with that. It does, I can, but I cannot take a shower with that kind of hot water. This is really hot water. I can see the water that coming out from the machine is very clean. Twenty more minutes to go. This machine is takeable, so you can buy a pair when the dryer goes up if you wanted to, or you can put it on a next. I have the old one, and I didn't purchase another one. I can still see some soap coming out. That tells me that it needs more water, clear water rinse again. My sink needs clean up though. 19 more minutes left. This machine is rated 1600 RPM, which is quite high. This is a higher RPM than my Samsung top loader washer was. I don't remember its a number, what model it was, but it was Samsung top loader with the 5400 series or something, and it was a 5.0 cubic feet. Once it's washed, water the load comes out, it's dry, but it still had the lots of moisture in there, so definitely it needs a dryer. The Samsung one was a lot better in that case, even if it has a lot less RPM, but it was a top loader, so you cannot compare to top loader to the front loader. Still extracting all the water. 19 minutes left. I really wish one more rinse cycle here, because as I show you, the water that was getting out to the sink, it still had the source. So I hope there is one more rinse cycle left. Right now it's 17 minutes left. One cool feature about this machine is it has an app, so you need to download the Smart HQ or something it's called. Yeah, it's called Smart HQ app, and it notifies you 5 minutes before this wash cycle is going to be end, and once it's end, it also notifies you. If you have a power saving mode on, it will not notify you in real time. So I think this is a great feature, since it is a front loader, and there is lots of steam in this machine when you open the door after this load is done. So I think you have to remove all your load, all the fabrics, all the clothes right away as soon as this cycle is done. Otherwise there is a lot chance to build up mold into the machine, into the drum. This spinning is really high, and we have 15 more minutes to go. As I said earlier, I really wish there is one more rinse cycle, because I want the water come out very clear without any source, and as we see it before, there was a source coming out. So I wish there was one more rinse cycle here. Thirteen more minutes to go. So the body of this machine, of exterior, this is not a plastic, this is a metal. This panel, it is a plastic. This is a plastic from here to here. But then again, this is a metal, this is a metal. One thing is, another thing, the good about the front loader is you can put some stuff on top of this machine. Well, it's only 12 minutes left now, and I do not believe that machine will go another round of rinse. Eleven minutes to go, and it's still going on a spin cycle. Nine more minutes to go, and it's spinning on its high. So it looks like it's gonna spin like 20 minutes or so to extract all the water. In my opinion, that is too high because it is a front loaded, and I think that's why it's difficult to extract the water from the fabric. For the top loader, since the top loader has a nice centrifugal force, it dries out in my previous Samsung top loader for like 12 minutes or something. Eight more minutes to go. Let's check out this bin. So as we can see, the fabric softener is all gone. I really like to feel a fabric softener. Every time once the load is finished. But right now I'm doing it a little bit earlier just to show you. That is a max line, I don't go up to there. And for me that's it for this compartment, and close it out. One important thing to remember is that every month you need to remove this compartment by pressing this, just little bit push, and one hand, and the another hand you can just pull it out, the whole thing. It's gonna come out, and you need to clean it with the paper towel from inside as well to avoid the future mold. 7 minutes to go. Five more minutes. One thing I like to discuss is, right now it's going on a spin on its highest setting, and machine vibration is almost nothing. Almost nothing. If you touch it, you will see a little bit movement, but you know, it's very stabilized machine. It's really heavy. It's weighted 250 pounds. Yes, it is weighted 250 pounds. My old Samsung machine was around 150 pounds, and this is 50% more weight. So now 3 more minutes to go. For a spin it is 1 more minute. When 2 minutes is left, it's gonna stop spin. And it's gonna slow it down. Ultrafresh vent system. In my opinion, all the companies do something for advertisement to their product, so it stands out compared to the other brand and other models. Like my previous Samsung, which calls Ultra Active Jet. I mean, what does Active Jet mean? It's not a jet, it's just a faucet, you know. It's here, it says Ultrafresh vent system. I mean, it's not going to be done automatically anyway. You have to turn it on for 8 hours, and just imagine how much electricity you're going to waste. Instead, you're going to just open the door and just forget about it until the next round. 2 more minutes to go, and now it's spinning it on its highest speed. Now it is slowing down. It removed excess water from the pump. It's gonna rotate the cloth both direction for 30-40 seconds. So that noise was and this music is telling that door is open and load is completed. Simply pull it. Lot of steam inside. You can see at the light. This is my socks, and I can tell you it was very dirty on the side, and it looks clean. This is my son's t-shirt from the school, and I do not see any lint here. Inside out, I do not see any lint. Let me smell it. I can confirm today I don't smell anything bad, but I don't get any good smell either from this Downy Unstoppable that my Samsung used to get it. So I think today I used the little less load. Usually I fill it up to here, and when it is dry up to here. So I think if I using a less load, like not fill it up the whole thing, maybe there will be no bad smell after the washing cycle is over. It is a good learning point for me as well. Let me try another one. Maybe it's vary on the fabric to fabric. This is another t-shirt. Yeah, actually this smells bad. Yeah, so regardless of the load size, is depend upon the fabric. One fabric is not smelling at all, one smells bad, one smells good. I have a mixed opinion about this. I like for certain way and I dislike the certain way. The likes is remove all the dirts. Yes, it does remove the most of the dirts, as I show you before on my shirt collar. And since the all the clothes is going to be fall, since it is a front loader, it's going to hit with each other, rub with each other more often than the top loader washers, and that's why the front loader is better to remove the dirts. But taking the less water, that's my concern. I don't get a good smelly fabrics after my load. That is a concern. Otherwise this machine is made nice quality. Hope you like this video, and maybe I hope it is useful information I share with you guys.